Hi, I'm Ben the Tutor, and today I'm going to talk about limits and solving them algebraically. This is going to be a couple of videos. I'll break it down into 2 or 3 videos. So, if we're studying calculus, we begin with limits. And the first thing to say is that you need to think about limits in 2 categories. Sometimes we have graphs, and sometimes we have algebra. And so when there's graphs, we need to look at the graphs and follow the limits on the lines. But when there's algebra, we solve them totally differently. And so I'm going to do some algebra limits today. And when we're doing algebra limits, there's 2 kinds. There are easy ones and there are hard ones. So I'm going to begin with some easy ones. So when there's a limit, we start by plugging in all the things that we need to. So it'll say limit as x goes to 2. So we just try plugging the number in. And if it works like a normal plugging in function, that's all we do. Very often it won't work. We'll get something like 0 over 0. There's lots of tricky ones like that. And those are the hard ones. So when there are hard ones, we need to do some tricks, some algebra tricks. So this video, I'll just do some examples of the easy ones, and then I'll do another video about some of the hard ones, but there's quite a few, so there'll be some more videos later. Okay, so we see here some examples of just some limits, and we see 3. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm just going to do these 3 examples, and basically these are very normal, easy things to do. So the first one is x squared minus 3. The limit is x goes to 3. So what we do is we just plug in x equals 3 where we see x, and that's 3 squared minus 3. So that's 9 minus 3, so that's just 6. And that's it. You just plug in the number. Okay, here's another example. Limit as x goes to 2 is x minus 3 over x squared plus 2x minus 1. So we begin, we just plug in x is equal to 2. So we get 2 over 3 minus 4 plus 4 minus 1, and that's negative 1 over 7. And that's it. That's all there is to it. These are pretty easy. Okay, for my third example, a little more complicated. It says if limit as x goes to 2 of f of x is equal to 3, and the limit as x goes to 2 of g of x is equal to 2, what's this bigger thing? Limit as x goes to 2 of 2fx minus 3gx over fx. So this is kind of like saying when I evaluate these functions at the point, the limit at the point, then I get these answers. So if I have the same limit, I can just plug in the values. So every time I see f of x, that's going to become 3. And every time I see g of x, that's going to become 2. Okay, so let's just try it out. So I evaluate it. So the f of x is 2 times 3 minus 3 times 2 over 3. And that's 6 minus 6 over 3. That's just 0. So when we have an algebraic limit, the first thing we do is we try plugging in the number. And in these 3 cases, all we had to do is plug in the number and then just calculate a little fraction or something. Okay, so that's fairly easy. What happens when it's a harder one, I'll show you in the next video. Thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to any feedback. I'm looking forward to any comments. Please ask any questions or give me any comments. Thank you very much.